Hello and welcome to another Recon Report quick tip video. I'm Jeremiah, and what I'm going to show you now is I'm going to show how to go about setting up a basic safe spot. Okay, first off, what is a safe spot? A safe spot is a place out in the middle of nowhere, hopefully, that very few people normally just travel by. It's a place that you can go and hide out or do some scanning or something without a lot of people traveling past you. So hopefully it'll keep you safe for a little while at least, but you have to remember that in Eve there's absolutely nowhere that's 100% safe unless you're docked up inside of a station. So even if you're in a safe spot, you can be hunted down eventually and killed or attempted to be killed. So here's what we're going to do. Here's how you go about making a basic safe spot. So I'm here in a system, as you can see, and I'm going to start warping to a celestial object that's a pretty good ways away. Now, a celestial object can be anything from a moon, planet, stargate, or station, any of those kinds of things. So I'm going to pick this one way over here. I'm going to right click on it. I'm going to tell it to warp to within 50. I just pick a random number. Now I'm going to start warping there. Now while this is happening, I'm going to go over here and I'm going to go to my People and Places button, and I'm going to open that little window up and I'm going to select the Places tab, and then I'm going to hit Add Bookmark. Now when I'm almost halfway to my destination, right here you can see the distance, I'm going to hit OK. Now you can see that right here a little location popped up into my Places. That's my safe spot that I just created. So I'm going to go ahead and close that window because we won't need it for right now. Now you can see I've arrived at the celestial object that I was warping to. And once I fully come out of warp, what I'm going to do is I'm immediately going to right click and then go down here, and you should see a thing that says something like spot in whatever system you were at. Or if you had time to type in a name, you'll see the name of it there. Let's see here. I'm going to find the spot. I believe this is it. I'm going to warp to 0. Okay? So now what's going to happen is that my ship's going to turn around and backtrack a little bit to that spot in space that I left a bookmark. Okay? And we can see my ship shooting off into warp, heading towards it, and now it's slowly starting to decelerate and come out of warp. And I'm going to open up my map and I'm going to show you where I'm actually at. And here we go, we're almost completely out of warp. So I open up my map and I make sure that I'm on the star system map here so we can see the actual solar system here. And look, right here you'll see a little thumbtack looking icon. That is my bookmark that I set in the middle of space. So in reality what I was doing is I was jumping from this location way over here to this location, and I made a safe spot somewhere in the middle. Now this is an okay safe spot, but it's by no means a perfect or great safe spot. If I wanted to get a little fancier, I could actually start warping to some of these inner systems over here. And I'll actually do that right now. And I'm going to leave the map up so you can see where I'm at and what I'm going to do next. And I'm going to go back, and while I'm doing this, I'm going to go back to my People and Places tab and go back to my Places tab, and I'm going to hit Add Bookmark. I'm going to just move it out of the way and I'm going to wait. And you see my little "you are here" thing. See how it's moving? I'm going to hit OK really quick. Notice it put another bookmark right here. Now that bookmark that I just created is a little bit better of a safe spot, and I'll show you why. Now, if you can follow along with my cursor, this might be easier to see. If I were being chased by a bunch of people, and I came out of a gate right over here where my cursor is, and I immediately warped way over here to this gate, but I left and I dropped a bookmark and I left a safe spot, and then came back, those guys that were chasing me may have actually had time to see where I was warping to, or the direction I was warping to, and they might follow after me, and they may actually catch a glimpse of me somewhere along the way if I'm laying at my safe stop. So what I've done by then warping to another place that's out of that lane of traffic here, I've helped minimize that chance that they may see me when they go warping past. So they're going to have to take a little bit more time to actually find me. And I can easily just right click on something and hit remove location if I want to erase that old place. Here's actually another old one that I'd made, and I don't like it at all. It's way too close to this planet for my taste, so I'm going to right click and I'm going to hit remove location there. So now what I'm left with is a nice little safe spot out in the middle of out in the middle of space, away from the traffic lanes, so that nobody can just pass by and easily see me. Okay, so right now I'm actually warping back to that safe spot. And so that's the basics of creating a very simple safe spot. And once you've made it, you can actually open your People and Places tab up again and go to that Places little tab right there, and you can right click on the bookmark you made and you can hit edit or view, and right here you can change the name, and I'm going to make safe spot in the area that I was at. So there we go. Now it's renamed. Okay, I hope that helps you out a little bit, but that's the bare bones basics of making a safe spot. Thanks again for reading the Recon report, and until next time, fly safe.